Can you guys hear me? Can anyone hear me? Okay, good. Obviously we're having a big gap up. Which we don't know yet if it's gonna fade or if it's gonna hold. I'm a little bit late today, so I need to catch up a little bit here. Oh, INO had some news. They also announced an ATM on Friday. This INO. Codex had a PR too. A lot of PRs in these Corona related stocks. Let's see, VIR. VIR has an extremely large stock-up expiration on Wednesday. mRNA looks great on every time frame, the daily, weekly, and monthly. Let's see here. A lot of gappers in biotech space. I don't know if any of them are interesting. INO and VIR, I don't think they're gonna hold. INO filed the ATM offering on Friday, and VIR has a big lockup expiration on Wednesday. Codex, maybe. I don't know if they have any ATM offerings and things like that too, but we'll see. I'm probably not gonna trade much out of the gate. I also bought NVAX on Friday. I don't remember if I bought it on stream or not, but I bought 20,000 small shares. Now I wish I'd bought more, but let's see here. Pen, I'm short. Let's see if this thing can, how it reacts to this market gap up. Okay, now I've caught up with stuff here. Are there any other gappers? Things that are gapping up 15-20% plus on news? Oh, W, what's the news here? Guidance, yeah. All right. Good for them. It's good to see at least some companies doing well during this corona shutdown. So my game plan going into today is just to probably wait it out at least a few hours. I have some stops set on stuff like Tesla and SPXL. And I just want to see how well this gap up holds. SPYs are gapping up over its declining 20-day. Same thing with the Nasdaq. Russell is weak though. Russell is still below the 20-day. mRNA, my average on mRNA is 31.05 from Thursday. Opening range highs on Thursday. Or actually I chased it a little bit. I chased it about 20-25 cents. Acre. Oh, okay. Super thin name. What's the news on Acre? Yeah, don't chase it now. No. The entry was 2 days ago. Don't chase mRNA here. The entry was here, 31 area. Once it took out this little tight formation, it got really tight on the 60-minute. And once it started breaking out of this formation, that was the entry. All right, the markets are open. See what we have here. If we can hold this gap up, or if it's a big gap up, 4% in the SPYs. Well, 4% in all of the major indices. It's a pretty significant gap up, I would say. I'm gonna add some SPXL opening range lows. Okay, I added a little bit more. I added 20,000 more SPXL to my existing short. So I'm short 70,000 now. I'm gonna, let's see here, 25. I'm gonna use the highs of the day as the stop. Yeah, Zoom gap down. They have some security issues. They've had some issues. They've had pretty much a lot of bad headlines the past, starting late last week. Wow, is W up 45% on the day? Holy shit. No way, this thing is a triple from the lows. Holy shit. That's some move. It's running up into declining moving averages. I'm thinking about maybe shorting it on a good setup. So far, everything is fading. Looks like I got stopped out of some of my MGM. I got stopped out of half of my MGM here. Where should I put my second half? Okay, I'm gonna put a stop on my second half too. APT, yeah. I just don't see a setup yet. I think it may need to go sideways for a few more days. Wow, W is already 10% off its highs. That's a fast. Damn, gotta be so fast on these things. HPI taking it off. Codex INO. I'm watching both Codex and INO. If they can take out highs later. But again, INO has an ATM, so they're probably selling into this gap. I bought a starter on Codex. Just getting a tiny partial fills right now. Tiny partial fills. What was the word I used for I know? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Word I used for I know? Oh no, at the market offering, ATM. That's the word I used. That's the word I used. Okay, I'm gonna lower my stop on this pen. It could reject it perfectly off the declining 20-day. Yes, exactly, ATM. Is W halted? Oh yeah, it's halted. Wow. Roku? Yeah, for a very short-term trade, absolutely. Damn it, Codex. Oh, come on, pull back. Pull back for me. I got filled like 1,000, 1,500 shares. Semiconductors are very, very strong here. Tencent, one of my favorite stocks, is holding up really well. It's setting up nicely on both the weekly and monthly charts. I think Tencent is gonna be a double later this year, at least. I think this thing is going to 100 plus this year. This thing has this is the stock of the future. It's big in gaming, digital payments, in streaming music, streaming video. They're just dominant in everything. GSX, I dropped the ball on this one. I should have shorted it opening range lows on Friday. It was such a perfect setup. Lower highs, it got a range break, and now it's fuck, I missed. I dropped the ball on this one, unfortunately. Wow, SC is starting to break higher. One of my favorite stocks. Beely, oh man. All my favorite stocks are really strong right now. IMMU, don't short this thing. They had some really good news. I wouldn't short this thing. Had some really good news. Okay, Codex, I finally got filled some. SPXL, I sized down on SPXL apparently. I got stopped out on a bunch of shares. There's one stock I'm thinking about going long. I haven't decided yet, because we're not out of the woods, but many of these Asian names are setting up nicely. Asia has been, and China has been showing relative strength for a while. I am thinking about taking a starter on SC, like half size. Tesla, I'm gonna lower my stop to today's size. Uber, I'm just gonna stop myself out of this thing before the trade turns red. Took a small profit overall on Uber. Damn it, Codex looks weak now. SPXL, if you take out lows of the day, I'm gonna add back. Right now looks like the market wants to go higher. I don't know which one you're talking about, Jay Patterson. I don't know what stock you're talking about. Well, what I've been seeing, I guess you're talking about SC. It's been showing relative strength. It's been holding. It's one of the fastest growing stocks. It's in the right business. It's in the internet related business. I think streaming and gaming. It's the fastest growing areas in the world right now. It's been holding its uptrend. Undercut its 200-day briefly, and you know, they just bought it up. It's one of the strongest, fastest growing stocks out there, and they're doing everything right. And now it looks like it's about to come out of this little range here. Overall market? Well, I'm looking for individual names. What's holding up, what's not holding up. Nah, not really. I'm looking at the individual stocks. Because the market leaders will start going up. They're gonna start their up moves before the market bottoms, or before the market starts looking good, that is. Yeah, I'm thinking about taking a starter in. Beely looks interesting too, but damn, so many alerts are triggering today. Damn, I should have probably gone long some triple ETF. TQQ looks good. Guys, mRNA, it's not about their fundamental, it's all about the future. mRNA doesn't have any revenue. I don't think they have. I think all of their revenue is milestones. I don't think they have any product they're selling. It's all about the future. They're working on a vaccine. That's why it's going higher. No, I'm slowly building my exposure. It's not like there's a switch and it's a and I go 100% long. I'm gonna build exposure over many weeks. Nvidia looks good. Okay, SC, I'm gonna take a starter. Nvidia looks pretty decent. Also one of my favorite stocks. Have been holding up really well. AMD is another one. Okay, AMD doesn't look as good. Yeah, I'm starting to see for the first time in months, I'm starting to see some decent long setups in some of the names that held up the best. Okay, I just bought 10,000 shares of SC, starter position. I'm just dipping my toes in the market on the long side. Very carefully. There is some constructive action. You don't mind chasing SE intraday? I don't know what you mean. What do you mean chasing SE intraday? You don't mind chasing? I'm not chasing. No, it's not. Oh, well, I mean, look, I'm not scalping this thing. I'm gonna hold it for months. I'm gonna hold it for 6 months. I think this thing goes to 100 this year. I'm risking $1.50 to make $45. It's really not up that much. It's up average true range on SC. I'm gonna explain you my strategy a little bit. Like my core philosophies, as long as stock is not up more than its average true range, as you can see here, which is the average range a stock trades, has traded the past 20 days. For SC, it's 387. And right now, SC is up 334. So it's up less than average true range. So I try not to buy stocks when they are up more than average true range. So this is well inside my criteria. I'm looking for big moves. This is nothing. I'm risking less than $1. I'm risking $1.40 on it, unless it like gaps down tomorrow. Then obviously I would lose more than that. But if it has a big gap down, but I'm looking for big moves. Yeah, So no, it's not chasing. This is not chasing. It's just taking out the opening range highs. Ideally, I would have bought it here in the 44.50s, 44.60s, but this is like the opening range highs. It hasn't even established an opening range on the 60-minute chart yet. So this is nothing. This is nothing yet. Codex looks like shit. $20-day average to range. I think it's a 20-day. It's either the 20-day or the 50-day. I don't know which one TC2000 uses. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter. Trading is not an exact science. It's more about getting the big picture right. CTO, another China name. It's just been building during all of this turmoil. Look at this thing. It's been building higher lows. The market's crashed during this. This is another China name. Like this thing goes to 50. Wow, IPHI semi-stock. Almost at all-time highs, or 52-week highs at least. Yeah, all-time highs. This is a US name. I think it is. Okta is one that's looking good. I'm actually getting a little bit excited. I haven't seen long setups in a long time. Even a month before we topped, there were pretty few long setups. So there's maybe 3 months, 2.5 months, I haven't seen any good long setups. And now for the first time, we're starting to see some. Really, really makes me happy. Makes me very happy to see. VRTX hitting new highs. This has been holding up well. We're not out of the woods yet. I think the market is probably going to shop around for several months at least. But the individual stocks, again, I'm starting to build a portfolio, slowly. Do I keep unrealized, realized? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm looking at it all the time. Oh, I got stopped out of Tesla. I took another loss on it. God damn it. I've taken two $70,000 losses on it now. I'm done with it. Dropped 140k in total on it. Let's see here. Codex looks like it's probably gonna stop me out. MGM, I'm probably gonna get stopped out of my second half. Pen, I'm gonna use the highs of the day as my stop. I'm thinking about buying some TQQQ. I'm gonna buy some TQQ. And if we close strong, I'm gonna hold it overnight. And I'm gonna cover SPXL if we close strong. How many should I buy? 630. Oh, I need to use $2. Oh, I don't want to risk 20k on it. Nah, I'm gonna pass on it. I'm gonna pass on it. Building. I don't want to be too aggressive in building long portfolio. Melee held nice higher lows. A lot of stocks showing the same pattern in building higher lows for the past couple of weeks. A lot of these growth names. You take a trade when it holds against market and have volume. Yeah, I'm looking for relative strength. Relative strength is a very good indicator. I'm a little bit worried that we might fade late day in the markets, but and if we do, if SPXL takes out lows of the day, I'm gonna add back what I covered. But it looks like we're gonna have 3 to 5 days of a bounce. A lot of stocks have lots of room to run before they hit the resistance. Damn, there's so many stocks up, I'm not even gonna do any scans. Just too many. Let's see, I'm gonna do this one though. TDOC is showing a weakness. Yeah, both this Zoom and TDOC that have been pretty much trading inverse of the market, they're still trading inverse of the market. Both showing weakness now that the market is showing strength. Yeah, EHP, I just took it off my watch list like 15 minutes ago. It's fading. Still looks good. If it can hold here, it will still look good, but right now there's nothing there. It needs to break over this 20 area. Right now there's nothing there. Oh, I looks like it stopped. Oh, I took a $25,000 loss on it. Okay. Piece of shit. Codex. Couldn't go. JD, another China name, looking really good, holding up really well. It held the 200 day again. This thing has been riding the 200 day for the past 6-7 months. I think it's gonna be a big winner once we start the next uptrend. China and Asia is where the strength is right now. Definitely. A lot of strong leaders there. Novartis 111. I have several different types of short criteria. Like opening range lows is usually my entry point. But it's I need to do a video of my methodology. There's so many people asking all the time. Yeah, I've been saying I'm gonna do it for like 2 years now. I still haven't. It's pretty stupid. I should probably just do it. Oh man, there's so many stocks up. I'm just gonna do the ETF scan. Labu. Teckle. I hope TQQ pulls back a little bit, and if it starts taking out highs late in the day, I'm probably gonna buy some. But right now I'm just afraid that the markets are gonna fade late in the day. So if they show strength late in the day, I'll buy some TQQ. Because if you look at Nasdaq, it has room to run. There's no resistance until like 8,300-ish on the Nasdaq. So we could have a 3 to 5 day run or even more. And now we're in a limbo again in the markets. So there's two trades I'm watching, either TQQ long, if it can go sideways, if it can pull back a little bit and go sideways in a tight range for the rest of the day and then break out in the last couple of hours. I would do some on the long side, and the SPXL if it takes out lows for the day later, I'm gonna add back what I covered. Those are really the only two trades I'm seeing right now. And I'm probably gonna get stopped out of this MGM. Second half of the position. No. Only Market Smith. To see the growth numbers. But other than that, no, I don't really use any. I look at news briefing and the fly on the wall to find news and stuff. But not really. I don't do much deep fundamental research. I just need to know a little bit what they do. Like if they're a software company, like SaaS name, that's enough for me. I don't need to know. Or if they are doing, I don't know, hotels. Yeah, not much going on right now. Not much going on for me right now. Codex keeps going lower. W. I hope this W holds up. I would love to see this W hit like 85 or 90 tomorrow. That would be a big short opportunity. This thing is a triple from the lows. Up to almost 230% in a month. That's not bad. But it is hitting on both the daily and the weekly charts. It's hitting some declining moving averages. I have one IPO scan in MarketSmith. I just scan at least $30 million in $30 million in dollar volume, and then I just look at the price growth 1 year to find the IPO. So the ones that don't have any value are the ones that have traded less than 1 year, and I just look at them. I don't run this scan very often, maybe once per week or once per 2 weeks or so, just to find if there are any recent IPOs I missed. But right now, the past few months, there haven't been much going on in the IPO space. That's the only IPO scan I use. And not very often. Okay, MGM, I'm all out. I'm all out of MGM. I'm just letting the market dictate if I should be long or short. Right now I've been getting stopped out of a bunch of shorts. I sized down on SPXL, I got stopped out of Uber, MGM and Tesla. And that's also what happened a couple of months ago when this market started fading. I just got stopped out like early mid-February, late February. I started getting stopped out of my longs and I got more and more short. And right now the opposite is happening. It's my shorts keep getting stopped out and I'm starting to build a long portfolio. So we'll see. There is definitely some character change. Because apparently the world is not ending this time either. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, they can have really big runs. Remember LK? We got more than 100% on it in a couple of months. And then it turned out to be a fraud, but that's way later. Yeah, they can. Yeah, IPOs can have really big runs. Absolutely, can have very explosive because they're new and usually they're new and they're exciting. And many times they have big growth numbers. Okay. I usually just buy the initial breakout. I find it hard to buy pullbacks because the best breakouts don't pull back. So if you're buying pullbacks, you are pretty much buying the shitty breakouts. Yeah, I mean, look, if you kind of miss the initial breakout, yeah, absolutely. Looks like the market just want to go higher. All right. I should probably get stopped out of my SPXL here while I still have a small profit. Actually, now I'm break even on the last shares. Okay, I'm just gonna stop myself out of this thing. The markets, I think we're gonna bounce rest of the week. I think we are going to bounce. Because we reclaimed the declining 20-day on the major indices. That's a pretty powerful statement. And we're also starting to see some of the best growth stocks having small breakouts. They still need to build the bigger bases, many of them, but they are perking higher, so that's a good sign. I'm not gonna do another scan today. There's just too many things. Thanks to the gap up, but I'm gonna cut the stream now. I really don't see much to do rest of the day. It's all about waiting. It's all about waiting. SC is about to take out the highs of the day. Maybe we'll start to see more setups in the growth stocks later this week. But it's all about patience. Have to wait for the big opportunities. They don't come around often, but when they do, you gotta be prepared. Alright, thanks for today, guys. Hope you have a great trading day, and I'll see you tomorrow.